Yeah, so good morning, brothers and sisters. Yeah, so being a Christian, we all know that believing in Jesus Christ as the Son of God, even believing in God, can sometimes be difficult. Why? Because we've not seen God. We've not. Basically we cannot rationalize the existence of God, or nor do we have enough empirical. We don't even have empirical evidences to support that God exists. However, there's a way we can determine the existence of God, or we can know that God exists. It is by looking at the things in nature. Looking at things in nature. Now the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 20, it says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Now, what I want us to pick from this verse 20 is that from the creation of the world, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. That is, we can understand God by the things that are made in nature. Now, someone gave this analogy that if you walk into a desert, walking into a desert, you know that there's nobody in the desert is lonely and all those stuff. Let's say you now find a meal, let's say pounded yam, well cooked, well prepared, assorted meat, and a bottle of soft drink to go along with it. But you can't see anybody in the desert. I'm almost certain that you will believe that somebody made that food and placed it there. You wouldn't believe that the food just disappeared to that place. No. You won't think like that. You at worst you would think that maybe the person dropped it and left. So let us bring the same idea to the existence of things in nature and the existence of God. Seeing the creation of God, seeing the order in existence, the aesthetics, the beauty in existence, proves that there's a rationale behind the existence of things that are made. If we look at the structure of the smallest animal, or the composition, what makes up the smallest animal, to understand that small animal, it takes a long while. Like I don't know how to put this, but what makes up that animal, as little as it is so complex that people study that stuff for like years and they still don't understand it. They still don't understand it in its entirety. Like, they still have other loopholes that they've not even understood. So how do we now say that this was just created by Big Bang? No. There has to be a rational mind behind the existence, because even the creation, even looking at animals and maybe man, we I've never heard of a point in history that men had only one eye, so, and then we now evolved to having two eyes. No, or else maybe there was a deformity in that person. But ideally, every man that has existed in this world has had two eyes. So it's not as if we were evolving from one eye to two eye, or stuff like that. Man was created complete as we are. You understand? So the placement of the eye itself being side by side and not up and just diagonally, or though if it had been created like that, we would have gotten used to it. But the fact that it was created like this and makes the face presentable and all, goes a long way in realizing that there's this world could not have been could not have existed through a Big Bang. It's just not. It's not. That itself is not even rational. That itself is not rational. So when we look at the things in nature, it helps our faith that yes, there's a mind behind all these things that exist. There's a mind, there's a creative mind, and it didn't just happen by itself. There's a creative mind behind it. So that is just what I have to say today, and I pray that God will help our faith. Now the next video I'll be talking about why Yahweh, why the Christian God, because there are so many gods. So if now we've accepted that there's God, right? But then why do we pick Yahweh, the Christian God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as our God? Now that will be the next video. Watch out.